Hello everybody, it's Xmog217. Welcome to a LEGO Star Wars set review. Taking a look at set number 75311, Imperial Armored Marauder. This set contains 471 pieces, released in August of 2021, and contains 4 minifigures, and is based off of the Disney Plus original show, The Mandalorian Season 2 specifically. So we have the main build with this set, the Imperial Armored Marauder itself. This is, again, based off of a vehicle that was shown in an episode or two of The Mandalorian Season 2. It was shown in the Season 1 of The Mandalorian, but it was a different variation because it was like a troop transport of sorts. This is more like a mobile tank of sorts. You got stud shooters on the front, and you can just push those down and it'll shoot out some studs that are in green. At the front, you can actually open it up to have access to the pilot seat, so you flip that up and flip that down. You can see there's a nice little seat there. You could fit a singular stormtrooper in there. I do believe that normally in the show you could fit up to 2 people in the front, but then again, this is a scaled down play set of sorts. So that figure just fits in right there. I do like that there's a printed tile because when you are folding this up, you guys can kind of see it kind of fits in quite nicely in the minifigure's hands for a control panel. And you just flip that down. You can just barely make out that the stormtrooper can see outside. It actually works great. It's a nice little play feature. You do have a turret on the side that you can move around that far on both sides of the vehicle. You do also have an opening hatch on both sides as well, and you kind of have to position your thumb right here to open it up using the ratchet joint pieces to hold that in place. And I think one complaint that a lot of people have is that you can't really fit a minifigure coming out of the side there due to the fact that it's just a height issue. I think that's mainly because of the helmet. So anything is just a place for you to store a minifigure in there if you can kind of get one to fit in there. It's a little bit of a struggle. I would just use it to shove stuff in there, but it's nice inclusion, but is a little iffy due to the size of the build itself. At the top, you could flip this up, and it's a little bit of a weak build at the top there, but whatever. And that is made to fit a minifigure at the top, so that figure can be poking up from the top and just be either commanding the person driving the vehicle or shooting off a thing as well. It's up to you, I guess, but it's a nice inclusion for you to display some figures even more. You do have a internal hatch access at the top right here. You just push back on there, and you can see you can fit up to 2 minifigures in there. Again, a little bit of a hard thing to do with the very small minifigure space, but it does work if you're wanting to store up to 3 minifigures. I think can fit into this section in total. 2 right here, and then 1 in the front via this hatch right here that we showed off just a few seconds ago. So you just as simple as placing the figure in there. You have to fiddle around with it because, again, tight space, which kind of sucks, but again, not much you can do to do the scaling of the set, and so that fits in right there. And then on the side, you have these little flaps that can flip open, and there's some crates inside with an Imperial logo, and those are on both sides as well. So you get 2 of these crates that have some special printing on the box itself with the Imperial logo. Unfortunately, there's nothing inside the crates. I feel like there could have been like some thermal detonator 1x1 dots or tiles or whatever that could have fit in here. That would have been nice. Just something to put in these crates because, come on, empty crates? What's up with that, Lego? But these just slide in quite nicely. Technically, there isn't weapon storage for these. So, for example, if you have the pilot figure at the front there, you don't necessarily want them holding the blaster. So you could technically just shove the gun to the side here, and it kind of works if you fold that down. The weapon just kind of sits in there. You kind of hard to notice. It's not shown in the instruction or anything, but something I thought I'd mention. Anyway, you do have this turret right here, and this is probably my least favorite thing about the set because it really just limits you how far you can position the turret. You can move it left to right like so, and it does use stud shooters. However, in the actual show, you can see that the turret is facing forward. Now, yeah, you could easily fix this, and how to do that is you just remove the top of this like so, and this piece right here, you just remove that and just chuck it away because who needs that, and then just place it back on here like so. And then, boom, you got a full 360 degrees worth of motion. And honestly, this actually improves the set, if you ask me, if you do that. But it's kind of dumb that LEGO kind of restricts you because, again, in the show, it was facing like this in the actual show. So it makes zero sense why they would restrict you to just left and right on the back. And anyway, you just flip this down, and there is a seat for a singular minifigure to fit in there. And you can just turn that around. It gives you a better idea how that looks. Same thing, you can't necessarily fit the figure with the holding it a blaster, but that's fine. But again, why restrict the motion of just left to right when you can do a full 360 degrees? Makes zero sense to me. And that just flips up right there where the figure can just barely look outside of there. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, nothing much else to say about this set. So let's have a look at the minifigures included in this set. So taking a look at the first two minifigures included in this set. Now normally I'd be like, oh, these figures are the exact same, but LEGO did something different than what they normally do. They changed how these figures are assembled. Now, yes, on the outside, these figures look exactly the same, but if you remove the helmets, you can see that they got rid of the angry clone face and have put in some unique facial expressions. Well, unique-ish, because these facial prints have been used as other stormtroopers in other sets as of the time of this recording, so really it just boils down to these figures are just exclusive combinations. But it is nice that LEGO is actually using some different facial expressions or just head prints in general for their stormtroopers, because not all stormtroopers are clones, so nice inclusion. But yeah, not much else to say about these two figures. Let's have a look at the next two. For the next minifigure, we have the Artillery Stormtrooper, or the Mortar Trooper as some people call it. This figure is currently exclusive just to this set, and that's fine by me. The design of this Stormtrooper is amazing. It's a Mandalorian exclusive Stormtrooper, like it appeared just in The Mandalorian so far as the time of this recording. And it was primarily in Season 2, so that's pretty cool. You have a brick-built mortar for the Stormtrooper to load up. No included blaster. I feel like, yeah, despite the fact that this figure in the show doesn't come with the blaster, I feel like it would have been nice because not a lot of people are going to display it with the mortar, I feel. But the trooper does have some nice leg printing as well as torso printing. It does use the construction paper fabric material for the pauldron. The Stormtrooper helmet printing is also exclusive. It doesn't use a unique facial expression because that's just the Bruce Wayne facial print. And removing the accessories, you're able to have a look at the very unique and interesting looking back torso print, which looks really cool. But yeah, not much else to say about this figure, so let's have a look at the final minifigure. For the final minifigure included in this set, you have an exclusive version of Greef Karga. This is his Season 2 Mandalorian appearance. This is a really nice minifigure to get in this set. He doesn't have a double-sided facial expression, unfortunately. I do like that he comes with a blaster. I feel like maybe there could have been some dual molding here, but it's fine as is. I kind of feel like this figure could be used in future sets down the line, because if he appears in the Season 3 with this look, it won't be exclusive anymore, but that's just my thoughts. Anyway, let's have a look at what else is included in this set. Taking a quick look at the instructions, you have the box art along with that QR code if you want to build the set digitally, as shown in the first page. And essentially, not that difficult of a build. It's actually a fun build, actually, with the build techniques, if I say so myself. Flipping all the way to the back, you have some set advertisements for the other Mandalorian-themed sets, as well as the minifigures that come in them. And you do have an advertisement for the LEGO Star Wars Skywalker Saga video game. And then you just have a parts listing, and then a win at the back. In terms of extra parts, this is what I got in my copy of the set. Overall, this is a very nice set, especially with what you're paying for the set. I definitely feel like you're paying a fair amount, although it would be nice if you can find this on clearance, because I would go as far as to say this is essentially an army builder set, or can be. Like, if you're fine with trying to sell the extra Greef Kargas, you could definitely turn this into a battle pack of sorts, because it's essentially a troop transport, so you could definitely load this up with a lot of stormtroopers. I think in total you could fit up to maybe, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 different minifigures in just this set alone. So definitely some army building potential with this set. Besides the few little issues I have with the set in terms of like the sizing, which again would drive up the price of the set was more to accuracy of scale, and just the little turret thing is dumb. It doesn't seem necessary, because it seems a lot more fun to have a full range of motion than just a limited amount. I do wish there'd be some thermal detonators or something inside the crates, because it just kind of seems a little pointless. And I think it would have been really cool if there could have been an alternate way to modify this set to be an actual troop transport like shown in the first season of The Mandalorian. But anyway, definitely pick this set up if I were you. Definitely a nice set to have or to army build with. But yeah, those are more or less my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this review, consider leaving a like. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit that bell notification. It'd be very much appreciated. Check out the social media links in the description below. And yeah, again, thank you very much so much for watching. And I'll see you all in a future video. Till then, see you later.